Welcome to the Empire by this Rampaned, and welcome back to my Clans of Orsinium campaign for the Elder Scrolls Total War mod using the unofficial patch, where we're going to continue we left off from last time. We've now claimed Evermore, and now it's time to finish off this faction once and for all. They should only have a couple more settlements. They should only have Skaven to the south of us, and then also Verkarth, they do still control that. I don't believe they've taken anything else just yet. Let's see, currently, territorially, this is at 3, but I don't think this is including me taking Evermore just yet. So it should just be those two. We'll know next turn what that's going to be. Also, really gotta appreciate XX for suggesting so many cool names to use as renaming for settlements. So Artisdeg Stronghold for Dunlain. Or Talak for Markarth. I really like that one. And then also Hulak Cord. I really like these names. They sound so much better and more fitting for what we have right now. I kind of wish, because I just finished playing my Zardam's campaign for today, I wish we had a similar system to what Zardam's does, where whatever culture you are, whenever you take a city, it will rename it to something that's more culturally appropriate for your name. I would love that if we had that in this mod. That would be so cool and a tiny little interesting little tidbit thing to have in this mod. Don't know if we'll ever get that, but I'm going to randomly say it because, hey, people that mod the game do watch me. So, hey, ideas. Scourge Burrow, though, here, I'm going to have you keep getting the Temple of Markarth here. I'm already constructing that in Evermore right now. I can't really build anything over here, can I? No, I can. I think... let's see, I can get the better archers. Let's see, I'm only able to get, like, one building. Let's see, okay, I kind of want to be able to get... Okay, if I upgrade... Wait, is it really? Oh, I'm not even going to get any new units with that. Up here, though, I will. Because I only have just the Orcish archers one. Do I have the other one built? Oh, that's... Wait, really? Our ranges are set up like that? Oh, that's painful. Like, literally, this first... I don't get anything better until the max level 1 to get clan archers in cities. That's painful. No, technically, this is a castle. Is it just the region that's based off? Because this is also a castle. This is a castle here, and the ranges... That bugs me. Okay, so upgrading to the second level won't do anything, and not until the max level 1. Okay, so I guess we will just hold off on that for right now. I think Orsinium, at least, to try and make sure we have some better governors around here. I almost want to get the Alchemist Lab. That does help with law and health bonus. Also, it does allow me to start crafting potions and educate my administrative body around here. So I think that's not a bad idea. So let's grab that. And then I can't retrain anybody just yet. Keep recruiting some more men around here, I'd say. More cool Stronghold. You're getting close to growing. Tonmash Clanhold. I think I should just get the better garrison quarters around here. Evermore, we're already building something right now. Fort Sunguard, how close are you to growing? You've stopped now. I'm not going to get that practice range for now, at least for here. Wait, do I already have the base? I do already have the base level 1. There's no reason for me to grab that. You can have up to how many free upkeep units around here? You can have 4 from that. Only the 4? Okay, I can only have the 4 units. So I'm not going to recruit anything else just right there for right now. Or Talak, I think for you guys, I will grab the better farms for right now here. And then also, I'm pretty sure that if I remember correctly, I'm just going to quickly check the guilds I have in my regions. I don't think we have any mages guilds just yet, so we can't get our own shaman units just yet. Yeah, none of these have guilds. You've got a... Oh, no, we do have a mages guild. We have a mages guild in Tonmash Clanhold, actually. So if I get some quests around here, which currently I have Kill a Crusading Noble by any means, which he's too far away from me able to do. This area here, I know this is still Rebel. This area is full of Daedra units, though. So that is going to be a tough nut to crack, and I think I'd actually rather leave them alone as rebels, as they'll actually be kind of a slight deterrence against other factions, as they're just strong units. I think that should be it for this turn, though. You can just kind of merge some of those units together. I should try and... Let's see. If there's anything else I want to recruit, I probably should. Like, over here, we can get some stuff. Grab you guys. Also, I feel weird that you guys are slightly better. The Stronghold Militia... I feel weird. Like, these guys look cooler than their worst stats. I always feel bad in games when that's the case. It's like, I want the cool units, but my cool units have shitty stats, and the stupid-looking ones are the good ones. At least, like, my third tier units are actually pretty decent. I wish I had the halberds I just recruited. I'm sad I don't have an archer variant of that unit. That would be pretty cool. Because, like, I just love the fact when mods have it line up that your best looking units are also your best quality units. Maybe that's just me. I have had to deprogram a little bit trying to make sure I actually use just every unit type I have possible, because they're all useful. They're all meat body bodyguards, speed shields that can be thrown away at a moment's notice. Doesn't matter. But I really wish that was the case. Also, I'm curious to see what's going to happen with the Thalmor going vampire. I know for myself, I'm still going to be trying to go to Volkihar, and I do want to try and do the same thing for myself and make it so that we are going to be a vampire kingdom almost. Because, if I remember correctly, it is Malakath, correct, right? No, Molag Bal is the... it's Molag Bal that is the one that has association with vampirism. So I almost feel like maybe we should, maybe we shouldn't. Like, it would be kind of thematically cool to go vampirism with my faction leader, because he's this badass conqueror, and I want to effectively make him immortal by turning him into a vampire, which I think is very thematic for this campaign as we're trying to build a kingdom for ourselves. Also, one thing I need to make sure I'm trying to do with these generals of mine, that's 30.
Sending this resource back to France.
10. Oh, it's 10. That's why. I thought that was something else. If that's just 10, where do I want to actually... Let's have you go down here, actually. Brian, have you go trade that. But what I was trying to say is I should make sure... I think it was... It's over here. So over here, I have a worm called Hideout. If I have generals in here, eventually they might become... a necromancer! Yes. So if I have you on the field of battle... you can occasionally just spawn undead. Well, it's basically effectively just have mercenaries. So I'm going to have you come over this way. I'm going to want to try and use you at some point. And actually, if I'm going to have my faction leader become a vampire, it might not be a bad idea to have him try and sit there occasionally and have it so he can try and get that trait himself. Evermore over here. Let's see. So for you guys, I need to keep just retraining those units, give better armor. And then we just need to keep trying to convert you over here, because right now it's at 23%. We've already got decent buildings here. We just need to get them up to 25%, and then we'll be able to have some free upkeep units watch over that area. You need to get a watchtower right here, and then I think I can try and trust you here, right? Nope, you make it so they stop growing. You are a shitty general. I should honestly have you make your way over. Maybe try and give you... you're the chief of Clan Faroon, but you suck as a governor. I might send you over here, try and give you the necromancer trait, and try and bring these all over into like an army together and have these be like my main forces that fight. Because at the moment, that would be very useful for us to advance into wars with undead hordes to join us in combat. Kind of like that idea. Sharnhelm and Somerset Isles are ceasefire. Dungeon Faction doesn't like us. No shit. I'm not too surprised by that. I think for right now, though, I don't see a whole lot going on around Evermore. I'm going to take these units. I'll start trying to make you go up towards Evermore. I'd say also these three as well. Try and bring them over as reinforcements for my faction leader. I'm going to have you get a priest, and I can get to the merchant. It's not going to really make a ton. There's some gold around here, I guess. But I'm probably going to try and send them back down towards elsewhere. Elsewhere's a pretty nice area for us to try and make some money for right now. But gather all those together. I also have some excess troops around here. Let's bring them over towards Evermore as well, as we are going to be pushing to Skaven today as soon as my cities are happy around there. Kind of hold off on recruiting around there. I like that we've gotten to the point where I don't have to recruit every able-bodied thing that I possibly can, and we can kind of pick and choose a little bit more. I need to get a different governor over here to watch over this region, as you are not growing as much as I would like. I know my heir is actually pretty good for chivalry. Ooh, definitely grab that mine. Grab that mine around there for now, I'd say. Also, I do love that I didn't pay much attention this last time, but Faroon did fall to the rebels, so we should be able to try and have it so we can try and take that next, or sometimes ourselves. I do want to try and check and see if I move you guys out of here with leaving behind, say, like you, just one unit. How are they on happiness? They are pissed. Okay, lowering the taxes, though, would be enough. I think I kind of want to leave, like, the really beat-up units.
I do.
Like you,
There's a
you,
freedom the roads give,
you,
but the stronghold does not.
and then
What is
I
Well, if you say
kind of want a different ballista, but I think that's
My
okay.
lord speaks
Because I want to start trying to make my way down this way, build some watchtowers at least, try and get to the border, and then try and see like what they have, if they have anything outside of the city. At the moment, it doesn't look like they do, so I can just try and slowly gather these forces together and make my way over there. And then turn again. Ooh, Hulak Kord looks a lot better now that it's up in our, it's got our cultural buildings there. I like it. Ah, we have another worm called Hideout, possibly. I will accept this, I'd say. Let's accept that there. Agent detected, ignites Kingdom of Evermore. I know, that's not that bad, that's fine. Mission failed. Yep, this was the, yeah, Shivan the Butcher. I did not have the forces really to try and do that at the moment. Not bad, yeah, campaigning foreign lands. I do need to get you out of there sooner rather than later, because I'll have you go over here, try and have it so you'll also get that trait, I'd say, because you've already got, oh, damn it, wrong guy. You were supposed to keep making your way over this way. Damn it. I meant, because eventually I want to bring it so it was this guy. Since you're such a shitty governor already, I'll just bring you over this way to be used as an army, in an army. Let's move all these forces down this way, and now this area's been built up. I'm going to now get some ballista towers. That's going to be the first thing we're going to try and get. These mines, not bad, 330, that's not that bad. Keep trying to bring these forces down around this way, and then my faction leader just kind of sit on the border here, and that watchtower doesn't give us enough vision. You have a little bit, oh, that's a full stack. That's a full stack, because let's see, I've got 7 guys here, and then I've got 4 more here, so I've definitely got a full stack with this force here. Oh, you are 3 dudes, so let's have you go back to Evermore for right now, kind of help watch over that region. We finished off that kind of building there. Nice. Okay. Report, and then diplomatic information. Ah! Hafingar and Redoran are at war. And they broke an alliance with Tovani. Interesting. I don't like that Sharnhelm is the one that's pushing up right here. I need to finish off Evermore as soon as possible. Because if those guys are bringing in a full stack around there, that could spell disaster for us. I think for right now, let's start trying to gather some forces over this way to try and bring them up to help push them back in case they decide to push into us. So we need to make sure that we have something prepared for that, at least next turn, because you were... Oh, you're also Worm Cult Necromancer. I just didn't realize I had so many guys with that trait. Okay, I'll have you keep making your way on over... Let's have you go over this way. I'll have you try and watch over this spot here. Maybe if you just join on in with my faction leader, honestly. I know some people really don't like when I have a bunch of generals in an army and have like a doomsday going on with a bunch of generals. I know for myself, I don't mind it as much in Medieval 2. And I think at least with this campaign, I think it kind of makes sense that you have certain generals like kind of fighting for control, just use the strongest and actually deserves to lead the force. I don't think, unless he's leading the army, the Necromancer trait would be able to take effect. But if it does, then I think it's actually not a bad idea to have at least one extra general that is a Worm Cult Necromancer in my faction leader's army until he can get that trait himself. Which I think now, once we finish out Evermore, probably have him regroup around what was once Heldorn, and maybe have him sit there for a turn, see if he gets a trait. If he doesn't, I need to keep pushing my way back up towards where Sharnhelm is, because we need to deal with them. Let's see. New mission. Veteran Dungeon Contract. Ooh, I haven't seen one of these yet. Let's see. So it's just get rid of hostile Reachman clan, and then reward recruitment of guild units next turn. Guild rank, you'll also get some military units. Ooh. That... Okay, how much time do we have for this? We've got 10 turns. That I think we can do. I think we can try and do that, because once you're ready here, because let's see, my faction leader, I'll have to move you out next turn. It's going to take you 2 turns to then get over to Skaven and try and push on in there. These forces keep trying to get over this way. I'm not at war with Wayrest yet, thankfully. That's going to be something I'm going to have to worry about. Evermore, keep going up here, and then let's keep getting the better altars, keep converting this region. It's at 31%. I'll have to get ballista towers as soon as I possibly can soon, as well as I will keep having you try and go join on up with us here. And turn report there. Trade increase, soldier training, not bad. We finished that thing in New Orsinium. I don't have any generals in New Orsinium, but I'll actually, you know what? Let's bring you up here. Because Orsinium is a region I don't have to worry about its growth. It's already max level on that. So I think we don't have to care too much. And also, I can try and get you to be a better governor because I have the alchemy thing now. Let's have you grab the brothel right there. And then you, again, yeah, keep making your way over here because you're just a shitty general. Go into New Orsinium. And then they do now have Faroon. Okay, so what I'm going to try and do is all these units. Slowly make your way up to Morkel Stronghold. This region is almost about to grow. If it grows a little bit more, I think we can get Ballast Towers? This area here does, so Tunmosh Clanhold should be okay if Sharnhelm decides to make their way down here. I'll grab some more archers if I can, and some more infantry to help watch over the city. But Morkel Stronghold I'm a little concerned about at the moment. Otherwise, what's going on around here? That's fine, and there's a ceasefire between Clan of Crown and Evermore. Okay, do they take back? They do not take that back. Okay, over here with my merchants, how are you doing here? What's this make? This here makes 51, silk, Is there anything else? I might just keep trying to just trade in just moon sugar, honestly. It's like the best trade resource down here. So let's have you go over there, and then I did get another merchant right here. You, honestly, like this is probably the best trade resources for us to try and go for. Because Ebony we have around here, so it's not worth that much. I'll try and check what it is down here, but I think I'll also check this, because I think this might actually be like the glass trade resource, maybe? You guys want a ceasefire. I'm tempted to accept this so that I can focus on Sharnhelm, because I'm a little worried about them taking Faroon. I'm going to ask an absorbent amount of money for this. So I'm going to make a demand. I'm going to ask that you give me, not a ton, but like 10,000. If you give me, oh, that's not what I meant to say, but okay. I meant to ask for 10,000. If you give me 10,000, I will consider it.
I must say,
they will offer up 5,800 septums. I'm going to say no. I will try, and I'll offer a piece once I take Skaven, I'd say. Outside of Evermore. Because at least I want Skaven. Skaven is another large city. I think if I can push there, claim that, then we can kind of make our way back north and start focusing on Sharnhelm a little bit more. I think I should then take Moldy Keep at that point as well. I don't want to be stuck down south for far too long, but at the moment, at least, I have like no real incentive to really stop this war with Evermore. So I just don't know. Like, it's just not worth it. If I got 10,000, I think it would be considered worth it for right now. Merchant, keep making your way down here. Please don't get stuck this time, now that you actually have the path figured out. And then, let's see. So over here, not a ton there. I'm going to have you guys kind of, let's see. First and foremost, let's see. So you, I want to replace one of these units. I'd say you're a little beat up. Let's have you go back to Evermore. Go back, oh, actually two, because I want to grab the general as well. Let's also say, I have a lot of infantry. I don't have any archers in this army. No, I have four. I have five. You've only got one in there. Let's do this. Let's take you.
What is it?
I'll bring you back to Evermore as well. Then we'll have you kind of make your way over this way. I'll have you regroup with this force. And do I have enough movement? No, not. I just enough, barely. They have taken some forces out of here, not a ton. I'll have you trying to keep regrouping up with us here. And then, let's see, building-wise, what do I want to grab? I think I'm going to get some better farms over here. Morkel Stronghold. Again, you're almost grown. Hopefully you can get some ballistas soon there. I think we should get the better town guard. Yeah, I should get the better town guard around here. Just see if some more troops that we can try and recruit. Thankfully, again, I'm so glad that I had this alliance with Huffingar for now. Entrant report. Bad. Construction report. Got those better mines. Nice. Couple recruits. Wayrest and Daggerfall are at war. And Valenwood and Clan of Crown have a ceasefire. Okay. You guys don't like me all that much. Where's one of my diplomats? Because I want to make sure that this diplomat.
Sire.
Let's bring you back over this way. I'm going to have you go down here. Because what I'm going to try and do is, again, next turn, we should be able to strike at Skaven. And then I want to at least claim that. That'll be kind of like my southern defense point. Kind of hold off on expanding any further south until we have that. And then I think we'll be making our way back up. For sure, I think we'll definitely try and do this one mission here for once. Try and do that mission. Has a rather nice incentive. From there, I think we'll then take Moldy Keep or go for Faroon. Depends on if Sharnhelm starts being a bit more aggressive. At the moment, they're just sitting there and doing nothing. Finally, some trade rights with the Empire. Sure, I'll accept this. And then let me try and offer some map information, see if you'll accept that. Demands 100 septums per turn for 14 turns. That's fine. That's not that much money. I'll accept it. Gives me a pretty good idea of what the hell's going on with the Empire right now. I don't think I'm ever going to be at war with the Empire, really. So I think that's something we don't have to really care too much about for expansion purposes. But it's kind of nice to know, like, how are they doing in their wars? They are getting their asses kicked in the East. Like, actually, they do not have that much land. It looks like I think that's Redoran? I think Redoran's kicking their asses over there, so they're just trying to do what they can to survive. Alrighty, and now do we have enough movement to get to Skaven? Let's see, they're not in the way. At least not initially. Ooh, that's actually their king. Oh, that's a huge-ass army, actually. I think it's all crap for the most part. Let's see, let's do this. Let's bring you over this way. And then I'm going to try and fight you. You're not going to lure the city out, but what we can try and do is get you to... Oh, that's a lot of ballistas. Let's try and see if we can maybe have it so that I will have it so I don't get the Magic 85 here. Push them back just a tiny bit. And then try and see if I can lure them out of the city. Because they've got a pretty good stack outside of the settlement as well. Or inside the city as well, I mean. So this is going to be interesting to see how this goes. I'm almost tempted to see whether or not we might be able to also just kill them off with just destroying this army. Because if we take out this army and take out the general's bodyguard, that is the faction leader. I don't know if that's the only family member they have right now. It's possible they have more, but I've killed a lot of family members for Evermore specifically. So it's entirely possible. Let's group you all up here and here, kind of take this high ground. They're probably not going to advance on me, but I'll try. Let's have you go here, and then the ballista right there. Start the battle. And then I'm going to just adjust you guys a little bit more. So like so. And then I'd say so. And then it looks like you are actually advancing on me. Or they were. So I will have it. So then let's take my cav. Let's try and have you run on over this way. And then let's try and see if we can target a unit to convince them to attack us. Because they've got... Oh, this is just one of their dismantled units. Yeah, it is. Because the enemy's general bodyguard is back here. I could try and see if I can get lucky and kill him with a charge, but I think it's actually going to be easier for us to try and hit some of these ballistas. They have a ton of ballistas in this army, so it should be pretty easy for me to just try and single one of them out, get a good charge in on them, kill them. Then they'll start advancing over to our army, and we can try and just shoot them from there. They're ignoring us so far. Let's get another charge, because I killed most of that ballista. Just keep cycle charging at the moment, because I can kill most of the ballistas here on these repeated charges. Now they're sick of my shit. Okay, let's kind of pull away now. I think that's enough to convince them to advance over to me. Just have to insult them a couple times. There we go. They will pick the ballistas back up. They're trying to turn around to shoot us. They are not advancing onto my army, which I don't like. I need to try and take this hill first. What I'm going to try and do in the meantime is let's try and see if we can get lucky and actually kill the general's bodyguard with a charge here. He's right here. If I go right about now... Yeah, that should line up perfectly. That the charge may kill their faction leader. Come on, let's see if this is going to work. Can we get lucky? I did a little bit of damage, not a ton. This is a pretty good unit, and this is not the best cav. Yeah, they feel like they're winning that fight. I only killed 3 guys. Ouch, that is painful. Yeah, pull away, get away from the ballistas. Although at least these ballistas back here are now a little bit more isolated. I think we can now try and actually hit them, as they're now making their way properly to hit our army. So I'll leave my main force to you. Ballistas, let's hit this, get this one now. Also, you should do fire arrows as well. So run down that that ballista. And then let's see. They're advancing forward, dying rather nicely. 5-1 so far. I'm going to move my general's bodyguard over to this flank a little bit, as you guys will be dealing with them for the most part. What the hell? Oh, that was that much damage from that charge? Wow. That's way more than I expected. Let's see, this is not that is a ballista, but we don't care about that. We only care about ballistas that we can just charge. Don't want you to stay in extended combat, as you're not that great in that. Keep hitting them. So, why are you moving your ballistas forward, guys? Why? Do you just want to get in melee with us? Let's have you hit this one next. Let's see, number one is 12-3 so far. Still haven't killed the enemy general. Hold my crossbows, which he is right here. Crossbows try and target him. Cav, let's have you get out of there. And then let's see, right now, 4-6, 17. I think I'm going to bring my cav back now around at this point. I think we've done enough damage to the ballistas, and they're distracted enough that I want to start trying to hit the enemy infantry. Because right now what I can do over here is bring my general around, have you try and surround these reinforcements they have and try and break them. You can go there. You're slowly getting over here. I'm going to have you go to the other side, actually. Go over there. Number-wise, we're now, let's see, 5 to 27 of their forces. Enemy general is right here. He's still being shot at. Cav, let's see, where'd you go? Okay, you're right about here. Okay, let's bring you around this way. I'm going to have you try and distract their archers. So you try and distract them. We need to make sure we have my ballista survive so we can actually still break the gates down immediately on the city. So there you go. Just kind of get them to run away a little bit. Go back for a second. You're almost them right here. Number-wise, 40%. Let's try and get a charge right on these town guard swordsmen. As they should... There we go. And now that the enemy general's dead, King especially, I should now be able to easily run down most of these dudes here. So I'm going to have you all rush here. I'm going to have my infantry, I think, actually give you AI commands at this point. They only have a couple skirmishers. Almost half their army so far. Let's run down these cowards. There we go. So now we've finished them off. King Springheel is dead. Again, that might be their last faction later, possibly. I don't know. But we should now have enough movement that we can also now try and strike the city. I kind of forgot about the fact I was going to try and not kill them all. But hey, there we go. We've now killed the faction leader. We'll now be able to start sieging the settlement. And if I'll probably wait at least one turn, get some more siege equipment so I don't have just the one ballista. That way we can have multiple avenues of entry into the settlement. And it also lets me get this other general to actually properly join on up with us to hit Skaven. My diplomat, are they going to get here in time? I don't think they will, because I want to try and have it so that my diplomat will get over here as soon as we take Skaven. Then we can try... Actually, wait. I'm going to try and ransom.
Release me.
They're accepting that. Damn it, they went into the city. I was kind of hoping that maybe they would have decided to run outside instead and just sit there. So let's get some siege equipment here, gather those together, and then group you up here. They might actually want to attack me, possibly. Please no. I'm making a lot of money from this moon sugar. Get away. It is my moon sugar. I'm not giving it up, damn it. It's making me a decent amount of money right now. Faction announcements. I can't pay in foreign lands. That's okay. And since we only have the one army, I should be okay around Skaven. Try and see. I might siege that long enough for my diplomat to get over here, because where are you right now? You're right here. You'll need at least 3 more turns. I think we can kind of try and siege for that duration to just get us a little bit more attrition on this army, seeing as how I should have just exterminated them. Always exterminate. Never be a nice person. Let's see. Other than that right now, let's see. I can't retrain these units. Oh, no, I can actually. Retrain some of those guys right there. You can't build anything here. I don't like that army they've got around there. And try and get a couple more units here. Growth is about to happen. And then I'm going to try and have it so you grab some troops around here as well. Try and gather what we can to garrison Morkel Stronghold. Hopefully it's enough to deter them. Still can't retrain. Oh, actually, I can train you that archer now, finally. Otherwise, around here, I think I should grab... I think getting the better heavy mail actually wouldn't be bad. Otherwise, a better farm wouldn't be worse. Let's grab that for now. Oh, shit. Wayrest, no!
This stronghold
Can I stop fighting all of fucking High Rock, please? I have more. Can you leave him alone, please? I don't want him to die. Okay. You, decided to ignore him. Okay, that's good. God damn it. So yeah, we're sieged at Evermore, and we're also sieged at the Clan Holding right now. That is not great. Okay, at least with the Clan Hold, I have Ballista Towers there. I don't believe I have Ballista Towers at Evermore. Oh, fuck you, Empire. My diplomat, my merchant, he was just trading some moon sugar. He was harmlessly trading moon sugar, and you stole his livelihood. How dare you? He needs to feed his 12 orc kids. Why would you do this to a man? So, let's see. First thing I need to check. Evermore. Do I have Ballista Towers? No! I wanted to try and get them, but I didn't have enough time. Okay, let's see. So, with that being the case, because now I am at war with Wayrest as well.
What is it?
I'm going to try and trust Morkel Stronghold to be fine. Because, like, over here,
Trust me.
We have
Um,
more to say to one another.
I need to get... Okay, I'm going to bring you guys over this way. I need you to try and help liberate... I do have ballista towers here.
Stop, Outlander.
They do have artillery pieces, though. So I think I'm going to try and have you help liberate over around here. Morkel Stronghold is just about to grow. Hopefully they will sit there long enough to let me get some ballista towers, possibly. What level? Let's see, because this is a castle. Towers. Fortress. Technically, can I get the ballista towers next level? I think I should be able to. If I can get that, we have a chance. I'm going to bring you over here as well. Try and gather together some forces around here that will be bringing down to help out with Evermore. Looks like Wayrest actually controls this now. And that is still Empire. Okay, it looked like it might have been turned Rebel. Evermore here is going to struggle. I think we have to push in right now into Skaven. I don't think I have the time to just sit around and wait. So I think we're going to have to push on in here. Because number-wise, it's all not that bad. It's all a bunch of Town Guard spearmen. It's not that amazing. They only have a couple skirmishers. I think this should be doable. So let's push on in here, hit Skaven. I don't have my diplomat just yet, but again, also, I might kill them here. This is another king. If we can take out Evermore right now, that is just a captain over there. If we can take out Evermore, I could keep pushing into Wayrest. We could do that. Oh, I don't like this. Okay, so what we're going to have to do here is let us try and surround them a little bit. So let's start the battle. I'll have my ballistas kind of stay where you are right now. Let's have... do I want to use the siege towers or just the rams? I think I'd rather use the ladders, honestly. So let's get my skirmishers grouped up. I'm going to split it up, you three. I'll have it so you'll be down here with the southern section. You be right here with the ladders, and I'll have, let's see, siege towers up here. You and you. And then what we'll do is I'll say these units, these 4, will be up here. And then I'll have it so these 4 will be over here. Then I think I will leave my generals right where they are. I think that works, because we have you grouped up, and then these guys grouped up with the other archers. So there, and there. And then this is how we'll solve. So start the battle. They do have some men over here. Let's hold off on that. Let's see what that is. There's a crossbow. They're shooting me. We're actually close enough, so pull back. Pull back there. I think, let's see, this area... This actually might not be the worst spot to try and hit. So let's try and hit here and here. Actually, one of you go right there. One of you try and go here. They do have some crossbows, but if we can surround these units, I think we should have a pretty easy time to push on in. Let's wait on this. I think let's have you go run around the back end there. I'm going to have you kind of run over this way as well. And speed that up and wait. We want to try and lure them to the city center, ideally. I think this is the only area up here that we might be fine rushing into them and trying to push on into these sections. Because again, Town Guard units are not that amazing. The enemy general is over here. They have most of their forces over here. So if I could somehow kill the enemy's general's bodyguard, that'd be perfect. But I'm not going to have a really good chance to try and rush on into this section just yet. I will have my ballista. You, I will have try and let's first have these units kind of pull back here a little bit. Ballista, let's have you start trying to break down the gate around this section. My forces are making their way on up with the siege towers. So let's hope that you guys can push on in here and claim this section. Towers are going to be able to do a little bit of damage, but at least I'll be able to fully surround these guys, and they won't be able to really stop us once we're on the walls. Here we go. Okay, so now let's start having you rush on in this way. I'll have it so that some of the other infantry units are going to go back over here and over here to try and support. And then let's just bring you on around to try and surround them. There we go. They do have some crossbowmen around here, but my halberdiers are a pretty decent unit, so I'm expecting you guys to be able to do quite a bit of damage to them, especially since I'm going to be trying to surround them from this other side. And of course, you guys had to bring in another unit around here. So they have some town guards, crossbowmen here, trying to interrupt me. These men are almost all up onto the siege tower. They're kind of getting away freely. I'll try and have this unit try and distract and hit this guy if you can. Try and make your way up onto the walls. Pushing here. Number-wise, how are we doing? 3 to 4. Not the best, but it's okay. You need to get on up here as well and try and help. Actually, I think you Let's have you kind of rush on in and try and open the gates for us. If you can open the gates, I can get my archers to go right here and try and shoot this section. Because that should make it a little bit faster to kill them all around this area. Let's see, 33 to 6, that's not bad. They still haven't moved a lot of their units. The gates... How are they doing? Looks like they're still holding rather nicely. I still have quite a bit of ammo, but we should be able to break this section. And then I'm tempted... Spearman. They have one crossbowman over here. I'm very tempted to try and send my general's bodyguard in here to have them push on in. You guys could make quite a bit of a dent. There we go. Gates are now under our control over here, so let's start bringing my archers over this way. So go here, here, and here. Make sure you turn skirmish mode off for right now. Start making your way on in this way. Because we'll try and have... Is this just... No, that's not the general's bodyguard. General's bodyguard's in the city right now. What we can try and do is get them over to be able to shoot this section and help them break them a little bit faster. This unit is slowly killing these crossbows. Number-wise, 4 to 10, so it's a little bit better than last time. Oh, they've got more men over here. Can you not? They're bringing those guys up onto the gates as soon as I get over here. Fuck you. Okay, pull back. Try and harass this unit if you can. You're still trying. You're not even doing all that much over here. Okay, let's have to ignore that for a second. Let's have you both try and face this town guardsman here. I'm going to ignore these guys for right now. You're actually doing more damage than the other one, so I think I might just focus just on you over there. There we go. I was able to take the gates back again. I was able to focus all my attention on them, surround them a little bit. They're not doing the best, but hey, my archers can now get on inside. Let's have you go about here, and then some of you over here, and right here. Start trying to help out with these units that are still on the walls. Start focusing them down, and we'll finally have this section under our control. So far, we've lost 12% of our forces to take out 19 of theirs. I wish, because what I want to do is once we take this section out, these forces will start pushing their way on up here, and I really want to try and take out the general's bodyguard. As soon as you die, this will be a lot easier for us. Although part of me is tempted that maybe instead of having these guys try and help out on the walls, I should have them specifically just try and make their way over to the city center right now, immediately, and start trying to shoot them. I do have, like, the gates are down over here. I think, you know what? I don't want to sit here and just wait. What other unit is in this area? It's this one. Let's drop your ram. Let's have it so you try and rush up to the, well, actually, try and run up this way. I'm going to have you try and run here, and my general's bodyguard to go out to the town guard spearman. So basically, I want to try and have it so you're the one that's first going in. You're going to soak up a bunch of the damage against the towers, and then I'll have it so that my general's bodyguard will try and push on in to these units. I think they should be able to do so. Over here, how you guys doing? Archers are in position, and they should start shooting them and breaking them soon. Looks like these guys are wavering. I want you to specifically shoot this one, please. Just rotate a little bit. Like, finish this unit off, and then once he's dead, it'll be a bit easier to kill the other ones, too. Looks like you focus there. These guys are not shooting anybody, really. Try to, at least. Try and do that. General's bodyguard, let's see. So you're all making your way over here. Hold off, my king. Just hold off a little bit. Again, let's have this unit rush on in first. They're running up onto the walls for some reason. Okay. I don't intend to fight you on the walls. I intend to fight you down on the ground. Oh, there's oil. Oh, there's oil. Oh, there's oil. Oh, we got lucky, though. Oh, okay, that was... I fucking hate that. You guys aren't even really sitting next to the gates, and you did that much damage. Okay, I'm gonna hope this doesn't backfire, as I lost a sizable chunk of my general's bodyguard for my faction leader. Hopefully you're still... Oh, they have a fucking ballista here, too. That is not what I want. Cav, let's have you try and run on in this way and through that unit if you can. Because that's not good. I need to get my Cav over here if you can. I have my own ballista, which can't really do much. Yeah, I'm just going to have you guys keep trying to push onto these units here. On this section, yeah, that's what I want to see. So let's try and focus these units down with all of you. Just like... This is a great... This, if anything at all, I can imagine this is how I'm going to have my faction leader die. Let's hope that's not the case, as this ballista is kind of a pain in the ass. Cav is almost here. If I can get my Cav to rush on in here and get it to stop shooting, we should be okay, because for the most part, we are winning this fight around here. Just keep pushing forward. Come on, Cav. I need you to be a little bit faster. Come on, come on, come on. We're almost here. Okay, you're in through the gates. Rush on in. Distract that goddamn ballista, please. And then I think, let's see, do they even have much down here anymore? No, they have like one crossbow. Okay, so let's do this. Let's say if you drop your ladders, I'm going to have my infantry over here. You're all spearmen, so it doesn't really matter. Grab that one, and then that one. All of you start rushing your way on up. Cav, you have been able to stop their ballista. Thank you. Thank you. I desperately needed that. And then let's see, how are you guys doing? Number-wise, 39 to 18. I think, you know what? Let's bring 2 of my archers over this way. Just because I'm a little bit more concerned about my general right now. So 2 of you go that way. The rest of them are pretty good over here. The rest of these guys basically need you to get down over here and help out against these swordsmen. I'll basically have it so that what we'll do is I'll gather all of you together and start making my way towards the city center, I think. Try and get you guys over to there. So I can try and have you take out the general's bodyguard. They actually are moving their crossbows. Ooh. Okay. So then I can have you guys try and take the walls here. Oh, that's the wrong unit. I didn't mean for you to try and be the one to grab that, but sure, I'll adjust this. You make your way over here. Just group up with us, I guess. Group on up here. Grab that ladder, and then just start making your way on up here since there's nobody there. Let's see. These units are doing okay. I just need you to clear this section, so let's move this archer now out of the way, now that my infantry's kind of making their way over here. Finish off this heavy swordsman, and then we can kind of go for the city center. And half their army is dead at this point. I'm glad that we did avoided a disaster with my general. Could have almost lost it because of the oil and the ballistas, and just fighting in general. But hey, it seems like he's doing well. These areas are losing. There are more men making their way over here, which I do not like. Hopefully, again, just keep distracting those crossbows. Those ballistas. I do have my archers trying to make their way over here. I'm going to try and get you into a position so you can try and shoot this crossbowman. So try and go right there and right there. Can you stop with the buildings lost? Every time I see that, I'm like, is my general dead? Is my general dead? I don't want to know if he's dead or not right now. I really want to be ignorant of that fact. Okay, ladders, keep making your way over here. Both of you going up this way. I'll have you go after this ballista first. Then I'll probably have it so that you'll make your way over around to help out here. Or, because this area doesn't have as much down here, I can have them go to the city center and possibly. Okay, let's have you all focus on town guardsmen now. You're still fighting the ballista. Good. And then you're dealing with that crossbowman, who is slowly dying. I think for right now, let's actually bring you back over this way. Because this area is now safe. I was a little worried for a second, but you guys have now been able to kind of secure the region, and now I just need you to keep focusing on these units. With the ballistas not firing, you should be fine. This unit is still fighting something? What the fuck? There's more. Let's do this. I'm going to have you kind of run up over here. You try and run up here. And then these units are still trying to push through these units. So keep trying to make your way over there. You've now taken this section. I'm going to have you open the gates. Then I can bring all my infantry in, skirmishers in over this way. Turn skirmish mode off. So you're right there. These guys are just about to get the ladders up. As soon as they do, I'll have them go after these ballistas. You guys are desperately trying to hold this one section for whatever reason, even though I'm now pushing in everywhere else. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my archers, bring you guys towards the city center, and I'm going to start trying to capture it. This section over here, there's not that much, really. There's like one ballista and a spearman over here. So I'm going to have you try and fight this unit, try and push them back, just kind of ignore them for the most part. You are about to die here, but the ballistas, I think, are practically dead. So let's have you kind of pull back away from that. These units are almost done here with this town guard spearman. These archers, I'm having to slowly bring you guys back on up this way. So they have more fucking crossbows over here. So I'm trying to have it so that you need to shoot this guy in point-blank range. Focus him down. You try and focus this unit down if you can. These units I'll try and have focus on these crossbows. Mainly right now, I'm banking on this section right here, because I need them to start running back to the city center. If they do, this would be pretty easy for us, because basically, I'll be able to convince them to start running away and give up on these fights where they're desperately trying to hold. They're desperately trying to hold each wall section, and I need them to try and run away from that. So there we go. I'm now in the city center. So they should try and start running back here to try and face us. These units here, you're almost done with these town guard spearmen. And then these ones as well, just join the fight. Should not take much longer for you. This one, damn it. I hate you. Can you stop continuously killing the units I need? Okay, I'm gonna bring you guys up this way, right there and right there. So I want to try and save that archer if possible. We have the city center now. They're trying to bring reinforcements. I have my archers and crossbowmen just starting to focus them down. If I can get enough of you in here, then they won't matter really what they bring back. Because the enemy general is now making his way. I'm glad that my crossbows are here, because you need to focus him down. Hopefully it doesn't take long. As soon as he's dead, the rest of the units should break. So let's try and have you kind of move on up a little bit more. We still control the city center, even with all these units in here. Nice. Okay, crossbows specifically hit the general's bodyguard. I think you as well, just all my archers. Focus him down. As soon as he's dead, we should win this battle. Because down over here, let's see, over here, you're still fighting. It's actually balanced. I don't like that. Over here is still struggling. These two units try and... Let's see, I want you to try and line up kind of like right behind those infantry units of mine. Kind of like right there and right there. Are they... No, they're actually going to run down here. Okay, just focus them here. All of these infantry... You're almost done with these units. Balance of power, though. Let's see. They've lost 89% of their forces. Enemy's general's bodyguard is doing something. Let's have you kind of run off to the side here and here a little bit so we can actually shoot them in the back line. Because they only have 9% of their forces left. I just need to kill the general and they should all break. So, like, right there, line on up. And then also line up right here. And then the other one, I'll have you kind of line up back here. Fully surround them. And then I'll start unloading into this general's bodyguard. Because you can now unload on them. They've got 30 guys left. You keep forming up too. Right about there. You're now in position. You can't really get a good line of sight from this angle at least, so just kind of ignore that. We almost have the city as well. It's just another 4 minutes and then we've captured it. Now they're bringing far more men into the back line here. General's bodyguard, you are good. Let's bring you back over here to try and help out with the city center. Because we've got a couple guys that are still trying to make their way in to help out. Don't think it's going to matter, though. I think we have enough men in the city that they just can't take it back. There we go. So now we've taken out another king for Evermore. And I'm curious if this is the last family member. They might have somebody in Verkarth. This is true. And we'll have to see next, once we get back to the campaign map, if they're still alive. I'm really hoping they're dead because I need to now focus on Wayrest as well. Wayrest and Sharnhelm. Sharnhelm is probably like... Let's see. Do I want to focus Sharnhelm first or do I want to focus Wayrest first? I have to check and see which one's stronger. Faroon is right next to me, so Sharnhelm is kind of a bit more top priority, I feel like, for myself. What I'm probably going to be doing, because our economy is starting to improve rather nicely, I might be able to start having a second army now, and have that be led by my faction heir. Just exterminate all of them, and then... Yeah, they're dead! Fuck yes! Sharnhelm is now out of the fucking picture. That is... not Sharnhelm. Evermore is finally out of the picture. Okay, that is perfect. That is what I needed. That helps. That helps, but we now have to worry about the fact that Wayrest is now over me. I definitely want to try and look and see who is stronger. Sharnhelm? Or Wayrest? Because, let's see. So if we compare the two, Sharnhelm and Wayrest. Overall, about the same. Militarily, Sharnhelm's a little stronger. Production-wise, Wayrest a little bit better. Territorially, Sharnhelm's stronger. I mean, not Sharnhelm, Wayrest is stronger. Financially, Wayrest is way richer. I kind of think I know who I want to attack then, if that's the case. Because, let's see. Wayrest. Daggerfall, me. They are allied to Sharnhelm, so that makes sense why they're working together. Okay. Because if I do focus, this is now just rebel. I'm going to ignore this. They now would have, they've got this region right here, which I could push to immediately. I can't remember if there's a city around here. There's one right here. I don't think there is. This is also all Wayrest. But Wayrest would be a really nice prize. What I think we need to do is, let's see. So, Skaven, get the Altar of Malakath, and then we need to get Ballista Towers immediately. At that point, we can then try... Oh no, Doge! Are you... and the game... Yep, it's right before. I will use the auto win sheet again to get us back to that point, so we don't have to fight that once again. We did do it, and we did kill them all. God damn it, game. It's just my own fault for not quick saving immediately. So, there we go. Damn it. It's still going to kill them off. Evermore still dies either way, because that was their last family member. And it's going to be the same thing. So we need to now repair this stuff, get the Bliss Towers after the Malkath Shrine. As basically what I want to try and do here is build this area up defensively. I think what we want to do first and foremost is I should make my way over and try and secure Evermore. Make sure we can secure Evermore, make sure they don't take it, and then from there we will try, I would say, I think I should hit Faerun. Part of me wants to try and hit the Wayrest regions because they're so wealthy, but part of me also worries that it's maybe stretching myself a bit too thin. That's going way too far to the west right now when I don't have the forces to really support that. Let me first check around here. So I'm going to see if... Let's leave... I'm going to leave you, and you, and see if they're happy. It's currently at 60%, but if I lower the taxes, they'll be fine. Let's grab that. And then I'm going to take my faction leader, and let's try and make my way over here. I'm going to need more reinforcements than just this army, though, with what I currently have. So let's start making our way over there. Grab that. Also, do get a watchtower around here. Get a watchtower. And then, let's see. So right around here, I can get some more men. Here. Scourge Bureau has got some more troops I can grab. Don't worry about retraining just yet. I need additional forces for right now, I'd say, because I'd want to get those men over there as soon as possible. Also got one of you. Gather over there. I think, for the most part, I think you guys are going to be, like, I can ignore you. Let's try and bring all these forces down over this way. Bring them over to my faction leader. I still can't retrain that one unit for some reason. Don't know why. I think I'll just have to wait until it's fully replenishable again. Let's grab some more troops around here. Also in Ortalak. Grab all those, and then I'm going to just immediately move these units out right away to go over to Scourge Bureau. Force on guard has to stay as they are, and then I think let's do one more end turn, see where this is leaving us off. I'm going to hope they don't attack us at Evermore. If they do, we can try. I think we should be fine at Tonemash Clanhold. This area I think should be okay. It's just Evermore is what I'm concerned about right now. Because if I lose Evermore, that's a huge problem. I make a decent amount of money from Evermore right now, and its location is just a little too close to my capital. So we need to take that back, and then we need to make sure we have Ballista Towers in there before we leave that spot. That's why I'm going to hope that Skaven can get Ballista Towers built up before we have anybody trying to attack us. Because the Ballista Towers are always amazing. Oh, okay. Ballista Towers sometimes don't work with cities in this mod, which I fucking hate. But I'll still try and build them. I don't know if they do, I can't remember if they don't work or not. I think they should maybe, but I'll try it. I know for castles, if we can get those towers, they're basically practically impenetrable. But cities, at least, it's hit or miss on which ones they work. Because I think it's like sometimes the final layer of the walls break them. But if I can get those in Evermore and in Skaven, that should drastically increase our chances of just holding back any forces as I try and secure myself up here. Because basically, I think we want to try and focus on Faerun first, take them out. I need to take Moldy Keep. That's another area I need to try and take. And I want to try and focus, I'd say, more on High Rock as opposed to the Hammerfell regions that Wayrest and all the other Bretons control. Because while I do have to fight the Clan of the Crown and Clan of Forebears at some point, I don't want that war just yet. Me pushing to Hammerfell, I really want to avoid that for as long as I possibly can. Because that is an area I don't really want. Turncoat Army, who the fuck just left? Fuck you! And money-wise, I'm not making a ton right now. Then again, it's because of queuing that up. So it's just an effort. Okay, so they stopped here. Okay, they stopped there.
What is it?
Need to keep... Again, try and bring all these forces to bear over here. Try and gather all of you guys together. Don't become Turncoat's armies. I need you. Make your way over towards Evermore. I'll have it so. Let's take you. Take all the guys in gold armor. Make their way over here immediately. Try and get some reinforcements there. Try and retrain those guys. Yes, that's fine. You keep going there.
Would you wish to speak?
And then you guys are good. I can't retrain any of these for right now. Guild available. Thieves Guild and Skaven. Ooh. I don't have enough money, so I have to reject it for right now. But I think we might have a chance, because now that they decide to back off here, all these forces can make their way over to Evermore. My king is on his way. Make sure you're kind of like right next to the mountain. There aren't any mercenaries around here, sadly, but I think we might have enough time to get over here and liberate Evermore. I just need one more turn. So, I think I'm going to be ending this video for now. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys did, let me know down in the comments down below. I love hearing what you guys have to say about this campaign, any other thoughts you have on it in general. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, but this is Rampaned, and I'll see you guys next time.